All right, hey guys, Ham Solo here. Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo, out on the road again in a hotel for work, and thought I would show you a little bit of some stuff that was sent to me. I had talked to Rich over at MFJ and told him that I was planning on going out on the road. I'm still trying to get my parks on the air and summits on the air states knocked out while I'm traveling, and mentioned that I've been doing a lot of the QRP. I do QRP in every state, and if he had any suggestions or whatever. And Rich was kind enough to send me some things to try out, review, do some videos on. And so he sent me these antennas and this equipment for free in order to test them out on the road and when I'm doing parks on the air or summits on the air, and see if they work or they don't work or what's wrong with them. And so really want to thank Rich from MFJ for giving me the opportunity to use these items for free. We're going to find out, what's the deal with each one. So I think we'll talk about each item, and then we'll go from there. And after this, I'll probably be posting videos of me trying out these things in different parks. So let's get to it. All right, so the first item I want to show you is the MFJ 904, and this is a travel tuner. And so nice and small, maybe 2 inches high by about 4 or 5 inches long and 2 inches wide or so. And so it's very small, has a grounding lug on the back, which I have several little small ground wires, antenna and transmitter connections, and then a bypass and tune switch on the back. You can even plug in power if you want in order for the light to come on the needles, but I use it usually outside, and so I don't really need that. On the front, you have a low and high power switch, so up to 30 watts. For me, that'd be what I'd be running with QRP, and then you can go up to 300 watts if you have a higher transmitter or you're using an amplifier or something. There's an inductance knob, and then you have the antenna and tuner knobs, transmitter and antenna knobs. And so this is a nice little travel tuner. We'll try this out, and mainly what we're going to be using that tuner for are going to be these telescopic antennas. And he sent me several different telescopic antennas. This one is the MFJ 1898, and it runs 7 megahertz through 50 megahertz, and I don't think it has 40 in it. I'll look that up. It looks like it skips it. It's 7 megahertz up to 30 megahertz, and then there's a skip, and then 50 megahertz. So that's fine. I mean, we're not doing European stuff. And so this is going to do the 40 meter band up to the 6 meter band. And so it is a screw type on the bottom. And so with that, they have another type of, stand. It's a big copper rod that you bang into the ground, and then it has a kind of a C-clamp connection to it, and then you screw it onto that. I have that at the house. I didn't think about it when I went on the road and took this. That's not something I would travel with, just simply because I'm flying. And so this will be one I'll have to try at the house, because I just don't have that setup. You can't screw that into anything else, right? The other antennas I got, he sent me this one. This is the MFJ 1820T. This is a telescopic antenna, and this is for 20 meters specifically. And so this is a 20 meter and specific telescopic antenna. And of course, you can adjust the height, and you can do those kind of things. I'm sure it'll do some harmonic frequencies, but mainly it's designed for 20 meters. And so they have a download PDF file that'll be for all the telescopic antennas and tell you how long to have the radial wire for each one. And so that's kind of one that I got there. He also sent me one specifically for 6 meters. And so this is the MFJ 1806 6 meter telescopic antenna. I haven't opened that one yet. and gonna have to wait, I think, for whenever the 6 meter band is open. I've not really been on there very much, and that's just been one that I haven't got around to yet. I did make I believe it was like kind of like a J pole for that. Remember, it was hanging from the trees and stuff. And so this will be interesting to try this out on 6 meters. And again, there'll be a different radial wire length for that because it's different height. Okay. The other antenna that he sent was one that I've tried before. This is the MFJ 1899T. And again, it comes with instructions, and it's got tap points. That's what this connector wire is for. But I can tell you that these instructions are completely wrong. So if you're going to try this antenna out, go online to the same set of instructions, the 3-page PDF for these other telescopic antennas, and it has new instructions for the 1899T that are vastly different than the ones that come in the package. And the new instructions are going to be the correct lengths. And so don't follow the tap instructions and directions that come inside the package. Go online, get the new PDF manual that covers all of the telescopic antennas, 1806 to 18 whatever, plus the 1899T. It's all in there. Okay, and so those values that are in there work. All right. He sent one more antenna for me. I have no idea what model it is. There's no paper in here. There's no marking on the antenna at all. It's completely sealed on the bottom. It looks very much like the 1899T, except it does not have taps. It's got sealed rubber over what is the tap. And there's no other taps on this. I have no idea what this antenna is. I'm still looking online to try to find information on this. And this might end up being just a use case. Try it out and see what it does. Okay. The last item that he was able to give me to try out is the MFJ 822. And this is an HF SWR power type meter. It'll show reflectivity, it shows forward power and SWR, and it's got a high and low button on the front. So again, like QRP value or up to 300 watts. It's got standard SO connections on the back. And so this I wouldn't be using with this, simply because when you put 2 meters in the way, usually they, contradict each other. This one I'd probably be using more when I use like my pack antennas and maybe even my dipole, just to know a better SWR than trying to use the gauge on the 705. And so I will try that again with my pack antenna random wire. I will try it with my in-fed half wave. I will try it with my dipole, but it will be independent of using this with the meter on that, because they sometimes act funny when they're together, right? And so very appreciative of that. Again, it's got a power port on the back. That's to light up the screen. But if I use this in daylight, I don't need that power. So as soon as you transmit, it shows the needles move, and you don't have to have this lit up or with power on it. And so that's what I got so far. The next video will probably be me taking these out when I get a chance and try to test some of them. Hopefully, in a park or whatever. You never know where I'm going to be at the next time. So, if it's a place that I've already got, for on my hunt to get all states, I mean, I'll still go out to a park and try to do an activation just to see how the antennas work. But until then, that's kind of the lowdown of the equipment that I got from MFJ in order to try out. Thank you very much, Rich. And other than that, this is Ham Solo, K0FYR 73.